My name is Rhapsody, his name is Olexa, and welcome back to Slay's My Draft Champions. How's it going, good buddy or pal?
Oh, it's so good. Month and a half later. I forgot how to hit the record button. We're killing it already. We're doing great.
Yeah, I forgot how to hit the record button after the last one was corrupted. We've just had a string of bad luck.
Yeah, it's been a rough time. Those that didn't see, I suppose on my end, you probably definitely didn't see, but even on Rap's end, we did one of these live like a month and a half ago, and I believe I won? Question? No, I did not win, but I had a weird
No, I
run.
believe that was the case.
Did I win?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going crazy. I thought I won. So that now puts us at 2-2 on the series, which is a little bit crazy to even think about that I'm standing a chance in this one.
It's not just crazy. It's frankly infuriating on my side. I need to buckle down and fly right. That's the idiom, right? That's how it goes.
Something like something like that. God knows I'll end up going left in this one, but I guess I'm just getting Rhapsody at full force for this video. But
yeah, I'm gonna be entirely silent and just focusing on the card picks the entire time. It's gonna make for absolutely no entertainment quality whatsoever, but I will win.
I'll distract you with random anecdotes about life. How about you tell everybody what we're going to be doing for the run today?
All right, so what we're going to be doing is a little bit of a reparation of the kind of thing that we tried to do on stream, or rather did do, that I tried to do, because lost again. We're going to be doing diverse as a modifier. So what we're going to do is have access to kind of like a chimera set of cards. So all of the three cards for all of the three base sets of cards for all of the three different base characters are included in the deck in front of us. After a certain point, the shuffle will determine which character we're going to play, and then all of the cards will be available on the board. I think we're also starting with a custom mode modifier diverse as well. So in the run, specifically in shops, we'll have access to cards of different colors.
Perfect. I couldn't have said it any better myself. I'm going to flip this entire stack, and then whatever card that is will be our character.
Beautiful.
Boom. It's a silent deck. And there's one Flechette that's out of there, so could be for the better.
I didn't want to have to build a silent steel Flechette's deck.
Perfecto. I'm going to get this stupid little thing all set up. It's being annoying already. Okay, sure. Continue to just be a pain. This stupid little device. When I was Stop, buddy. Come on. There we go. When I was, I did not code this. I stole this from a random guy. That looks just about right. Stole that from a random guy, and I had somebody comment on the first video that I used it in, and they were like, "Can you send me the source code for that?" And I was like, "That's gonna be a problem, my man, because I didn't write it." So, anyway, relics.
It's nice to have that credit, though.
It is nice to have the credit. It makes me look like I'm some kind of, master tabletop simulator coder, when in reality, I'm just bad at most everything. Would you stop with the boss relics? Sheesh.
I'm gonna move this one out as well.
That is a boss. Yeah, that's a boss relic. For some reason, I did not even notice. Yeah, they just keep on coming and they won't stop coming, dude. There's some strange ones in here. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I've already got ideas.
I haven't even looked at the deck, so there's oh my lord, dude. There's some good stuff in here.
There's some good stuff in here. What I'm noticing immediately is that it is lacking in offense, like pretty severely.
Pretty bad. Yeah, it's a lot of defense, which makes one card just ridiculously good. Okay, I'm going to flip this coin several times. Would you like heads or tails?
I've got to go tails. You know me.
Yeah, I do know that you are tails, man. I flip many times, and heads. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do the person, because I feel like, are we both in the camp that taking the next two is always better?
Yes.
Okay. Then the person that picks first gets the first relic.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds good. In that case, I'm gonna take the next 2. So you go ahead. Take your first pick.
Okay. Okay. Because there's a lot of ways that you can go right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to give away the ways that I think things could go.
Mm-hmm.
I think the moment I have the opportunity to pick aggression out from under you, to the point that I think you will have to rely on shops to actually get a legitimate amount of damage out.
Okay.
But it won't lead itself towards getting particularly good score in the run, because I'm probably going to take damage if I make the option that I'm leaning towards right now.
Maybe you should make that option then. See how it plays.
You know what? No. I'm going back to my roots. I'm taking that.
Okay, sure. You're gonna rock that thin deck, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep in mind, you're starting with 15 cards, but...
Oh, yeah.
You do you.
I mean, I'm starting with 15 cards. I'll just cut from then on out.
Okay. You do you, my man.
So wild, I'm taking this. Those are the 2 that I was gonna pick if you took first selection.
I'm not taking letter opener. I'm not about it, man. I'm not about it.
There's no damage in this deck. It's just 5 damage AoE every turn.
I'm not about it. I got bigger and better things to do. Now, those bigger and better things do not involve Brimstone. But I got bigger and better things. I think this might be my weirdest one yet, but
it is. I guarantee you that's the weirdest one yet. I was getting ready to take the Happy Flower after you inevitably took the Paper Crown.
Yeah, but see, like, now I'm gonna do that.
Oh, are we going for all 4 of them?
I think.
Sweet.
So you can have
Oh,
Brimstone.
God. This is...
Yeah.
Okay, my deck just got a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna do it like that. So then...
Oh, no.
Yeah, so then you pick first. Yeah.
I pick first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Makes sense in my head. I'm just going to roll with it.
Okay, well, I had a whole idea for a deck, and now that idea is a little bit blurred.
Here, do you want Blur?
I do, but not right now. I don't think you're going to first pick it, frankly.
Dude, you never know with me. Maybe I'll go for it.
I hope not. I hope not.
Honestly, I hope not too. You just like tickling my nose over here? Or? Leg sweep, okay.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna take Barricade.
Okay. That's certainly a way to go with it. I'll agree with that much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really, really good cards in here.
Oh, wait, I get to pick again, don't I?
You do, yeah.
I'll take Bullet Time.
Okay, I can see that. That helps me actually prioritize a lot of my decisions, because there's now a couple things that I know that you probably won't take.
Such as?
Cards that have cheap draw, like Escape Plan, because you get that in the hand with Bullet Time and you kind of negate it. Or rather, not cards that have cheap draw like Escape Plan, but cards like Expertise and things like that.
I mean, who's going to take Expertise anyway? Although, if you're rocking Thin Deck, maybe, but...
It is, I will give you this for free. It is a large part of my plan to have that Expertise.
Okay.
Counterpick me.
So, I am going to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I kind of feel like I just need to stay alive. And I feel like this could just get insane, so... See, this is worrying me because all the things that I expected you to take, you're not taking. So that means that I, like, don't have the slightest clue what is going on. And that worries me more than anything else on Earth. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Okay.
I can't believe that the genetic algorithm made it that
Yeah,
far.
I don't know how it made it that far, but I'm going to roll with it. See, Blur is good, but, like, I have Barricade, so who cares? But, like, I don't want you to have it, so it's kind of sucks, but... It is what it is. I'm gonna... I don't know, man. I'm now at the point I like don't want any of these. If I can go into the run with this, I think I'd be happy.
I'm afraid to say that you do have to take a little bit more, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take, you know, almost 10 more cards, but all good. You're picking so fast. This is unlike you. Normally you sit here and you're like, well, I could take Blizzard, but if I take Blizzard, then I can't take Deflect, and if I take Deflect, then... And you're just out here, you know, fully ready, fully prepared. I haven't taken a single card that you actually, you know, wanted me to... Yeah, look at this. You just immediately, every single time. It's killing me.
I have my list of priorities in my head. I'm not engaging with your battle plan at this point. my damage is exclusively letter opener at this point. This is going to be wild, and it's probably not going to work. That was my next pick, by the way.
Yeah, I wanted it. The fact that I might only take, unless forced to, I might only take 3 attacks out of the 15 cards. Wow, you counterpicked me, you son of a gun.
It's the only AoE here. One of us needed it.
That's what I was going for.
What the?
Fire alarm? Let's go, dude.
Yeah, there's...
Dude, I have had so many videos where fire alarms go off in the middle of them. Just add it to the list. We'll be back, everybody.
Yeah, sorry, I've just muted that. I'm gonna go out and see what's happening. What the? It's fine. How do we get it to stop? You have to get out. It's fine. Figured I've had this happen before. It's fine. I just wasn't paying attention. It's good. Is it gonna start back up again? Well, that was... Sorry about that.
You're all good. It's so... Dude, I've had probably 4 videos in the past year that fire alarms have gone off during.
You know what? I'll take it over an air raid silent every single day.
You have those?
No.
Okay. I was just...
I'm just trying to find a bright side to look on.
I don't know Australia. I don't know if that's normal. So...
Not typical.
Figured I'd ask.
Alright. I haven't stopped recording, so I'm just going to be editing this bit out. So
Yeah,
I'm fine to jump back in at any point.
Okay. Bring us back since you were fire alarming.
And with that fire put out, time to get back into the actual match.
Too bad there's going to be straight flames when we get into the game.
Oh yeah, you're going to be spitting hot fire.
Oh yeah. The entire episode's going to be a rap battle for an hour.
See, I wasn't prepared for this, but you know what? Every single time I meet someone, I start working down some bars, so I'm ready to go.
All right,
I'm ready
fair
to
enough.
drop bombs.
I hope you have lines prepared.
I'm gonna take a cold snap, just because
Yeah.
it's like metallicized.
Yeah, trust me, it was on my list, but now I'm going for I might have the thinnest deck on the planet, because I'm pretty sure 4 of these are powers right now, and with bullet time, if I draw all powers, I just get all of them.
That's true. I mean, it is a best case scenario. I will warn.
It ain't gonna work, but like, I'm gonna pretend it's going to.
Okay, good start. Oh man. All right.
Yeah, deflect is good here. I think I'll take it.
Damn. So I'll take hologram now.
I did want that, so that's fair. Believe it or not, I'm actually gonna take recursion here.
Okay, I don't believe it. Why?
I have ball lightning, and every time I play recursion, it's just 8 damage. Like, it's basically an 8 damage card, and I need damage. So
yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's a strange play. I'm not gonna say much. It's a strange play, but I also feel like so consume. Here's something that I'm sure we've never thought of before, although you probably have. If you have no orb slots,
You gain no benefit whatsoever. It doesn't immediately evoke.
no, but like, say I ball lightning, I'm gonna get an orb. Then I consume, I lose that orb. If I ball lightning again, do I get that orb?
No, that's exactly what I meant. It
Okay.
doesn't generate an orb because there's no orb slot, so it can't evoke the orb.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a fair thing to consider. You know what? I'm taking the defend.
Yeah, it's respectable. I'm gonna take heat sinks because why not at this point? These all blow. I just want that to be well known.
Yes.
Yeah, like all pitifully terrible. I'll take Hemo.
I'll take Blizzard because I have at least one thing to
Bloodletting.
trigger it.
And then,
Oh.
is that your card or mine? It's
I took
mine.
Blizzard, you took Hemo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be 15 apiece. I mean, I can easily figure this out.
Yep, so it is. 15.
Fantastic. Okay, well, on that note, we're gonna go set up this disaster in-game. And unless you have something to say, we'll see you right there.
Adios.
Okay, here we are inside of the run. 15 cards, 4 relics, including the starting relic for a total of 5 relics. I've got a deck full of powers. Raps has his weird time to shuffle the deck 55 times in a turn deck. Away we go.
And away we go indeed. So we are also running the Evil Pickles mod for the game at the moment, no card rewards, which has prevented the need for us to remember to not take cards ourselves. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Thank you. What path did you go?
I went down midline.
So
I'm going
did
for as
I.
many elites as possible.
That is also my plan. So we are
print it off my sheet.
We are Look, I'm learning from the best as I go.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just gonna oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're learning from yourself, but I'm just gonna butter you up the entire time and then come out from behind a wall and finish you.
Ah, right, the old stream tactic. Spend the entire time talking so that I don't recognize that you're slowly sneaking up behind me and winning the game out from under me.
I'm not gonna say it's my plan, but you nailed it pretty much.
Also known as the Merc with the Mouth strategy. I've seen it before.
Yeah, it comes. Sometimes what goes around comes around, or something like that.
It's better than buckle down.
Sure.
Ooh. Okay, so one thing that is a little bit of a problem for the idea of the deck that I'm trying to run, I'm trying to go super thin, and that does not lend itself to high score modifiers. So I might have a cool run and still not win.
So I just definitely had a strange play where I did not, what the hell are the words I'm even trying to say, my man? I did not, take anything from a shop, even though I should have, to keep Mob Bank. Which might have been a bad idea, but I don't know yet.
That's totally legitimate. It really depends. Like,
Yeah.
if it would have helped you a little bit, but maybe not that much, yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, that's kind of my strat right now. We'll see how it works. I have so many powers, dude. It's so stupid. They just
You're
keep
just
on
ridiculously
coming.
powerful.
The powers just keep on coming.
I have found myself in a position where, so as it turns out, the Gremlin Knob punishes you if you only play skills. And my deck, I've just checked, so I've just run it up with the with the heads in the organization, only plays skills. Isn't that funny?
It's crazy, man. I also, I'm understanding that is the case, and I'm also on old Gremmy, and he's creating some issues. So.
As he is wont to do.
This is very possibly going to hurt a lot. And I just kept making him stronger because I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm dumb and do not deserve to have done anything in that fight. But I now get bullet time in my hand at the start of combat, and that is so dang good. I am so excited. And
as soon as I saw that relic, I was a little bit disturbed because the silence starts with 2 additional cards in the opening hand, so it's so damn good.
Yes, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. I have nothing but happiness. This is just a stellar start for me, and you're gonna be in rough shape, I think.
When adding cards to your deck, you may raise your max HP by 2 instead. Great! What a good relic to have at this point in time.
Yeah, that also did make me sad. Okay. Holy crap.
So added a gold to the deck. I'm actually going a little bit more aggressive.
Okay. I am I went for the second elite, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Second? I couldn't remember if it was second or third. But we're doing this. We're out here. I should not have cracked this guy this early though. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah, that's 95% of my fights against the Loggerbull.
I have no clue why I just did this. This was a terrible, terrible play. Yikes. Okay.
So I've only let the Loggerbull go as long as possible just because I kind of figure a little bit that my strength will overwhelm, despite the fact that I have no multi-hits.
Oh, I'm going to be in rough shape, dude. I'm not going to say I'm going to die from this, but there's actually a realistic chance, I think.
I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thank you for your kind words, but I'm not positive that they, I'm not positive they have any meaning whatsoever here.
Oh yeah, they don't reflect reality whatsoever.
No, they're not. They're not reflecting any reality. I feel
more
pain.
comfortable having said them.
You know what? Whatever makes you happy.
That does, in particular, at this point in time. So,
okay,
all's working well.
I need anger to start being top tier. I just wasted 3 HP for no reason, but I'm alive. I have 2 Maw Banks.
Are they gonna work?
I don't know. I'm going to check. I believe they both proc, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, you are going to be running absolute riches.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I've never been happier. Holy Lord. Okay.
So are you going for the extra lead at the very end? I have to imagine you're not veering off towards the shop.
I might go for the elite. I haven't quite decided yet. I have a feeling I'm going to. Although this fight now has me debating my life choices.
I gotta be honest, I'm sitting here I'm very pleased with the all-out attack that on me.
It makes me always laugh, especially with this hell deck thing that we do, where we just, you know, make a random disaster. We end up getting decks that surprisingly work in, like, the weirdest ways possible, even though, like, none of these cards were ever in a million years supposed to go together.
Yep. It gives you a lot of leeway, I think, to have a more janky deck work when you're not starting with all of the base cards in the deck.
Exactly.
Because pretty much every card in the game is stronger than Strike and Defend.
Exactly. No, you're 100% correct, and that is basically, at its heart, exactly what I'm experiencing. Is especially powers, like, basically any power is going to be... I'm such a friggin' moron, dude. I'm gonna hope that no one watches my perspective to see what I just did, because it was one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life.
Just a reminder to everyone, though, you can go watch Alexa's perspective in the description linked.
Oh, you are too kind, Rhapsody. You are just too kind. Thank you for...
I can't imagine why I chose this point in time to mention it.
Just a lovely time for some promo. I genuinely appreciate it. No, I played a Gambler's Brew potion after playing Bullet Time. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not proud of it.
Me.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it. But that's okay.
I gotta admit, it was real clever to leave the Brimstone on the field. It is very, very ever perfect a fight at this rate.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I was fully against... I had talked about this a little bit in the interim period when we were setting up the deck, but I really wanted to force you into taking Brimstone because I really genuinely did not think it was going to work very well. And hopefully you feel the wrath of it sometime, but I'm a little bit scared because basically I've learned that when you give a Raps a sandwich, or give a Raps a wrap, maybe that's the right way I want to take that, he'll run with it and build a boat or something. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping you don't build a boat, because that's going to make me sad, but...
I can't promise you that I'm not going to build a boat.
Well, you better not, is all I'm going to say.
I occasionally wake up at night just reflexively building boats.
I mean, whatever makes you happy is my opinion.
Building boats, evidently. That's what does that for me.
You know what? If building a boat's what makes you happy, then you go for it.
I'm out here living my truth. Glenn McGrath said, Glenn McGrath. How am I gonna... Hang on. I think... Let me just quickly do my maths here. I think I have lethal... Yeah. I perfected the Guardian.
I might die to the Guardian, so...
Okay, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it could strike me as being a small issue, yeah. I have 2 HP, so... It might, like, this might be where I can take it and run right here, but it's just my whole playing barricade thing and then just having blocks. That only works if you have blocks. I don't know if that...
I'm aware of the fact that it only works if you have blocks, but the thing that I was more concerned about for you going in was that's most effective if you have a way to translate block into damage. And me having taken Letter Opener, so the skills you play not generating as much damage as the ones that I play, as well as not having access to Body Slam as easily as we otherwise might, seemed like a death sentence.
Yeah.
That's actually why I expected you. That's why I expected you to go for the Brimstone, to be entirely honest. I thought you were going to go, like, tank up in the early game with Barricade, and then unleash hell.
Yeah, I'm dead, so... And I just killed myself with Hemo, if that makes you feel any better in your life.
It doesn't. I don't know why you constantly feel like I want to see you not succeed. Despite all of my trash talking at the start of the episode, which, you know what, actually I now understand, I see it. Yeah.
It was not good. I fully accept my loss. I actually thought that, things were going well. They, surprisingly enough, they didn't go well. I suck is the point that I'm getting at.
Not at all. You have a really strong deck archetype there to be working with. You can have anger help you scale. I would say that one thing that you need to fix in your deck is draw. So like hopping between shots and stuff like that to pick up extra draw power seems really important for you at this point.
Yeah, I think that skipping the one early shop, there were a couple of things that I probably could have gone with, but I didn't want to lose Mob Bank. If I knew I was getting another one shortly after, probably would have changed my opinion a little bit, but you know what? You win some, you lose some, perhaps. You were due for a win. I've been kicking your ass, so it
That's 100% fair. I deserve each and every part of this.
There you go.
That said, you can still go through a run.
Yes.
We are not comparing speed, we're comparing score.
Yes, I'm spawning back all my stuff, but I feel like you probably accept your win there. I mean, we never made that a rule, but I feel like if someone dies, that's... I mean, my score is like 12 or something like that, so... And I have a feeling you're going to do better than 12.
I've got an inkling that I may.
What makes you think that, just out of curiosity?
The first thing that makes me think that is that I already perfected a boss, so that's
12. Yeah, that's...
But it's only giving me a vague feeling that might be the case.
It's just this little
incontrovertible evidence.
A little nagging in the back of your head. Oh, boy.
I could still end up dying is the thing. Like, the wrong boss on the final floor, don't know Decker, is just going to eviscerate me.
Yeah, but like, you already won. So, even if you die, like, you've already won. Plus, I'm not on our seed anymore because I never wrote it down and didn't bother to ask you. So we're playing completely different games now. And that's life at this point, I feel.
That's what all the people say.
Anyway, Raps, it's been a hot minute since we've been in communication. How has life been?
Up and down, you know. I've been hopping between illness to illness to illness. It's just like everything's a fad that I've just decided to join in on.
I'm not sure if an illness fad is necessarily the path that you want to go, but whatever suits your fancy, I suppose, is fine by me. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
I appreciate that, frankly. I would have taken issue with it. I would have taken severe umbrage.
It's fair. Dolores umbrage, or?
No, severe umbrage.
Oh,
Her
okay.
father.
Okay. Close enough.
So you're a fan of the Potters, then?
I wouldn't call myself. Well, actually, yeah. I'll just say it as it is. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
So here's this is gonna be some inside baseball on me as a human being. Throughout my childhood, before I really even knew what Harry Potter was, people told me that I looked like Harry Potter.
Right.
And, like, I'm not going to lie, there was a resemblance. I'm not going to say that, like, I was a spitting image of a young Daniel Radcliffe, and as I got older, I became as attractive as an older Daniel Radcliffe. That did not happen. But as a kid, yeah, I mean, I looked mildly like Harry Potter. You know, people would come up to me and be like, you know, are you Harry Potter kind of thing. Like, it was a real thing.
So you were experiencing the same kind of thing that Elijah Wood was experiencing at the same time.
Exactly. Basically what I'm saying is I'm Elijah Wood.
Right. Okay, well, it's glad to meet you. I really liked you in Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Thank you. It was my finest work. But no, I remember as a kid, there was like this weird thing in school where you could dress up as your favorite book character or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm just going to go as Harry Potter because I look like him. And the school had a caveat that if you dressed up as someone, you had to have read the book. And I was like, that's a problem because I've never read it. So like, I don't know anything about Harry Potter. So I picked up the first book and I read the first book. It was really good. And then I read the next 6, but you know, I feel like that's kind of everybody. I don't know. Are you a Potter fan?
I was a Potter stan before stans were a thing.
Okay.
Hang on one second as I pop a ghost in a jar intelligently here for some extra score. That was probably actually like the last time that I read like books. I always feel like I should be more well read, but no, that's like the last time I avidly read something. They've Iwadi on Iwadi, a cinematic odyssey through filmic history.
Okay.
Which I exclusively read because Richard Iwadi is just a funny dude.
That's fair.
It did take me, like, a book that was probably about 200 pages long. It took me about, I don't know, 6.5 years to read it, so I wasn't making pace.
It's a bit of a long time, for sure. I love reading. It's just something that I don't often get the opportunity to do anymore. Like, I feel like there reaches a point where if you're going to read, you almost have to set aside time to do it. It's not just something that you can do, you know, like, oh, I have a few minutes, I'm gonna read a book. Like, you have to have like, oh, before I go to bed, I'm gonna read 20 pages kind of thing. And then you finish a book like 10 weeks later, but at least you finished it, you know?
Yeah, it definitely seems like the type of thing that you have to work into a full routine.
Exactly.
And
yeah, exactly.
considering the fact that I accidentally became nocturnal recently, I don't know if like making a good routine is something that I'm particularly adept at.
Well, I mean, you have a routine. It's just a unique one.
Well, I had a routine, and then I flipped it, inverted it, upside down.
And sideways. But you know what? That's... Sometimes life do be like that, and you're making it work. So, in my eyes, I see no issues.
I'm glad. I was waiting for your judgment.
Not, you know what? I will judge you on plenty of other things, but in this case, I got no reason to judge you. It's rough, you know. I understand you're a Australian fellow. I don't. Why didn't I just say like, dude? You're you're an Australian fellow, and you know a lot of content creators are in American time or your time, and that makes
Don't I know it?
well, yeah, like that makes life terrible. I fully understand.
The actual time slot that I have, like inside baseball, of course, the time slot that I have recording with you is actually the best time slot I have for recording with someone outside of my own country. It's like, or rather, it would usually be, because it's 10 until 1 my time, but that's usually where I'm sleeping nowadays, because nocturnal.
Yeah. Boy, I could not do that at all. Like, just the idea of sleeping during what would be the regular day, like normally for me, that's blowing my mind a little bit that you do that on the regular.
Yeah, no, I flip back and forth regularly as well.
Sheesh.
I don't know, I kind of dig being unmoored from the social construct of time.
I suppose, yeah. You can absolutely be, just become Raccoon City. Rack City? I don't know if that works. I also don't know if that's mildly racist in some way. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I am not familiar with the thing that would make it such, but I will now err away from it.
Yeah, we're just gonna err away from it.
Oh, man,
but
I hate this blizzard you put in my deck, by the way.
Blizzard's a bad card, for sure. Consume is just as bad though, and I'm just chilling with that in my deck, and it sucks. So
I did Consume. I actually rate Consume like pretty highly.
I mean, Consume is great, but not in this deck. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am about to play. I'm playing a 55 damage riddle with holes on the slime boss right now. It was lovely, and a really good time.
That's the good time that I could have been having. Damn it!
You could have been having a good time if you just died. So, come on over to the dark side and die on my run with me, and you can enjoy these fine things as well. And I still somehow managed to not, flawless this fight, even though I completely annihilated it.
I'll die in this run soon enough, but it might be after I kill the heart.
Yeah, okay. How is your Brimstone going?
It's actually going really well. So, despite the fact that I don't really have that many attacks in the deck, I picked up one single large one in a skewer, and now I'm just going to pick up extra energy and kind of mill extra energy out of my sundial until I run all over enemies with one big old skill.
That does sound stupid. I can't deny.
It does smack of stupidity.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting in a nice spot. I have zero. I mean, I'm clearly upset about it because I want you to have the lowest amount of success possible. That's the point of a competition. But I might be watching your perspective once it comes out because I am genuinely curious how the hell you made that deck work. Because I was looking at it, man, and I was like, I don't see, like, I could not see the path to your success.
I honestly changed it a couple times over.
Okay.
It looks like I might perfect the second boss, which I did not think was going to happen. I'm even surprised by this one.
Meanwhile,
I think the all-out attack was actually way more important.
Oh, dude, I mean, I was all in on taking all-out attack, and you ripped it right out from under me, so.
I'd say I'm sorry if I were.
I mean, it's all in the fun of a competition, huh?
So I get the option to pick up the Runic Pyramid at this point. No longer discarding my hand, build that infinite.
I think that would work for you. Now I'm trying to just remember your deck, and I'm struggling a tiny bit, but I don't know. I don't see why that wouldn't work, right?
It probably would have, but instead I went with the Calling Bell because I also had Omamori, so I've just picked up Penib, Korea, and Tori. I may actually go for the heart. Oh, no, we don't have access to the heart because we didn't turn Endless on.
That is true.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's a loss to me. I'm not going to get enough points.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's all over for you, I'm sure.
you can get no more than 11 points unless you actually perfect the heart. You know that. Right?
That is exactly what I heard as well. You have no chance at the flawless now.
Well, instead I'll just try and have to go for the final boss, who is don't be time eater. Oh, it's awakened one. Oh no, this floor would have been garbage for you.
Yeah, that would have sucked because I think like 7 of my cards were powers. Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it could have been a weak problem.
It could have been bad. Yeah, I think that's a good way of wording it. I'm sitting pretty on my run now. It would have been nice if I, had this 15 minutes ago, but I'm approaching the second floor boss. I'm actually moving quite quickly, so I might at least catch up to you and be able to enjoy a fun time. But I also took Calling Bell.
Sorry?
I took Calling Bell, and I also got Letter Opener from it, so I'm experiencing what you're experiencing.
I mean, with fewer skills in the deck, sadly.
Yeah, but I still have a good chunk.
Beautiful. Glad to hear it. And boom, kill him. I think my whole deck is now based around trying to get that pen nib charged up to just nuke enemies out of existence.
I also have pen nib, which is making Riddle with Holes a lovely, lovely being.
If only you also had a Brimstone.
It would be nice to have Brimstone. You're not lying. I'm also maybe gonna die because every time I say that I'm doing great, I end up just dying shortly after.
So what we should do is say that you are doing poorly?
Yeah, I think that's the strategy. Is I'm just like, oh, I'm doing so bad, and then everything picks up in my favor or something. I'm also gonna get mutagenic strength. Could not remember the name of that for the life of me, but we're gonna see how that goes.
It can be a real good pickup for Silent. I love it when you get like the ninja scroll, so you have 3 shivs in your opening hand and just add a couple backstabs.
Absolutely.
Maybe pick up a bag of marbles as well, nuke someone out of existence.
That sounds real good.
Just gorgeous. 22, 88. That's not enough damage. One thing I'm not currently doing is calculating, like, looking at each of the individual enemies and going, I mean, can I beat all of the different options for all of the different enemies that could spawn in this place? Can I just winging it?
I'm just in a weird spot overall. Because, like, I got 27 HP, and I should fight this elite, but I'm not going to, because I think it's a death sentence.
So it's on the 2nd floor. What elite are you trying to dodge?
All of them, because they all scare me. It sounds weak to say that, but this deck is so unpredictable right now, because it's like, if I pull bullet time, I'm good. But if I don't pull bullet time, I'm in a real tough spot on those first couple of hands, because I literally have times where all I just draw is powers, and that's it.
So you didn't get Bottled Lightning in this run?
No, I did not, which is unfortunate. Because I did not do the same seed, it resulted in a bit of a crappy time for me. But I will probably die to the champ here, but I'm hoping this is not the case, and in fact I will just be sitting pretty in life. But I don't think I have enough block to handle this dude. I've added another Metallicize to my deck. You know, that's been lovely, but it's just not quite enough, I don't think. But we shall see.
Crossed for you.
We shall see. How is the heart going?
There's a couple enemies on the way there. Unfortunately, they're standing in my way. But now there's one fewer enemies than there were before. Ooh, blue candle. After I burn out all of my curses. Thanks, game. So I could now just pick up a backstab and then duplicate it with Dolly's mirror so that I get to capitalize on what I was talking about before.
You could. Are you approaching the awakened one here?
No, I'm incredibly slow. Like,
Okay.
I spent the entire last probably 5 to 10 minutes fighting Nemesis.
Sheesh.
Yeah. It was no good. No good at all.
That is quite unfortunate.
I'm just gonna like skip this shop as well. So I have the courier, so I'm kind of just looking for a shop that might contain the membership card, and then I'm gonna buy out every single card in the game until I have a ridiculous score. That's how like a lot of the dailies are won.
Okay. It's an interesting strategy. I've never quite heard of that one before. So I'm interested to see how that works.
It's a relatively common one for the dailies in particular. Like, that's how people get those ridiculously broken scores.
Okay.
That and cheating.
I am surviving with like 5 HP on this stupid champion fight. But I survived, which is all that's worth it. Okay.
Hell yeah. Well, final HP point is the only one that matters, so you're doing fine.
Exactly.
Fine.
Exactly. Should I take Coffee Dripper?
Ooh. How comfortable are you with the amount of defense you have in the deck?
0.
That's
It does present a small problem. I won't deny. Actually, dude, Runic Pyramid is so good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, with bullet time, if you have it in the wrong hand, just wait a hand.
Yeah. Okay, this'll work.
You got this, I believe in you.
I'm content. I'm rocking a double and Venom, which is surprisingly doing insanely well for me. Not even surprisingly, but like the upgraded Riddle with holes and Venom is good stuff for sure.
Yeah, no, that's actually like a really good way to get through. Did you also find a Snecko Skull?
I did not find a Snecko Skull. I had it on that last one, but sadly did not get it back. I see one issue with taking Runic Pyramid here. Mm-hmm. Guess what curse I had?
Normality.
Oh yeah, dude. It's doing great stuff for me. I could not be happier. Having a ton of cards in my hand and then only playing 3 of them is just... I couldn't ask for anything else in my life.
I'm glad to hear you're happy about it, because I'd personally be salty, and then I'd put up this kind of like facade where I pretended to actually be happy about it. But no, it's good to see that you are completely sincere.
Yes, I am going to be removing Normality from my deck now because it made me want to die, and we're gonna move on from there. Living life. I do have a lot of curses. I have the option to enter the portal and immediately travel to the boss, and I'm gonna take it.
Ooh, okay, just running all over the top of me.
Yes. Because I think that I benefit most here from just going for it. And maybe this is a terrible idea.
It might not be. There's a lot of times where I have a deck where I understand, hey, this is going to work for the entirety of the final floor, except for everything before the boss. That's a bad way to express that, but the idea is to get through, which is... This is fine against the boss and it'll kill me against absolutely everything else.
Hey, we're gonna see how this goes. I am in a bit of a rough spot. I'm actually gonna super die, but I have a lot of curses in my deck because I was going for the bonus. But that just, it's real bad when you're rocking Runic Pyramid here. But
and Escape Plan, like, because like each of those curses drawn denies you the opportunity to draw a card that you would actually want to cast with Escape Plan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Escape Plan. Bullet Time.
Yes.
Can you imagine which card in my deck I was looking at when I said that? You won't be surprised.
Top 10 cards that Raps won't be surprised that he's playing. Gonna make that into a video. Okay, Time Eater. Me versus you, boy.
Best of luck.
It's not going great, but he is about half dead.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you get to the Purge, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I wish it would be a tiny bit better. The nice thing is Barricade is doing okay.
Mm-hmm. I've kind of makeshift constructed for myself a barricade. So you left a blur on the board, and then I ended up getting a Dolly's mirror in a shop and just duplicating that blur. So now I've got 2 of them.
That's pretty solid.
It's, my own personal copy of a barricade. It's doing quite well, actually.
I would imagine it would be. I mean, it's basically I'm assuming that you made your deck pretty dang small as well.
14 cards. I added a couple, took a couple out. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say you get that double blur with the small deck, and you're living life.
This deck is cycling into the blurs constantly.
Okay.
Beautiful. I'm gonna try and kill the awakened one without killing either of the summons, which is gonna be a little difficult because they've got ritual for 3 strength a turn, and also they have the extra 1 strength a turn from my brimstone, as well as 1 strength by base from Philosopher's Stone. I've just been buffing my enemies ridiculously.
I believe that I am going to die by 2 damage. Never mind. Maybe. He died from poison. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
I did survive. It did not look good though. I don't know how the hell I managed to actually beat you to the end of that fight. My score is gonna suck. And I suppose you already won. But yeah, okay, I'm not even gonna say my score out loud because it was real bad. And you will annihilate me.
Higher or lower? Let's go 700?
Lower.
Ooh.
Let's just say that your 12 probably beat me. So.
Damn. Did you not actually get all of the curses in the deck?
No, I believe I finished with 3. So.
Unlucky.
Yeah. But to be fair, I already conceded, and it was kind of just wanted to get a run in the background so that I could talk and not sit here and listen to you play. So
it's totally fair. I appreciate the company.
How is the Awakened one?
It's gone a lot better than I thought it would. The other enemies died to AoE, so I couldn't do anything about that. They just died of their own accord.
I suppose, yeah.
I've also got.
Go ahead. I was gonna say you got your stupid 3 skills, 5 damage, boy.
Yeah, that's that did a significant part of it. I mean, I won't say the all had nothing to do with it, but I also had those 2 power potions that I waited until the awakened one got halfway through to pop. So I've got a demon form and a juggernaut, which could not complement the deck better. Yeah,
seriously though. What? Just out of curiosity, what is your strength at right now with demon form brimstone?
I only just played the demon form, so 15.
It's still insane though.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I've just got 100 block floated at all times because the blur is just constantly played.
Jeez. What are you, did you pick up any multi-hit strength enabling attacks?
Only skill.
Okay.
So yes, at least 1.
Yeah, and that's still like stupid good, but
I would have preferred probably another energy relic from the final boss rather than getting the calling bell. But
do you have 5 curses?
No, I have 0.
Oh yeah, you had
Omamori in the gate too.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Getting a hell of a lot of damage in here. As long as I don't discard that. Damn it!
I didn't know what game ends you were going for here.
And skill for the kill. All right. Whew. I think that deck was way more successful than it had any right to be.
I'm excited to watch your perspective.
So I'll give you the lowdown on the score.
12.
It's slightly higher than that for the first 2 digits.
Oh no. Well,
1392.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, even literally me playing about as good as I could have, I'm not sure I could have hit that with my deck.
I think the 5 curses would have pushed you a considerable way along. One thing that your deck had that mine didn't is it relied heavily on 2 rare cards, the Barricade and the Bullet Time.
Yep.
So I just added no rare cards to my entire deck.
Well,
and
I
got the
had
pop bonus.
I had Envenom in there as well, and I had After Image. Like, I literally rocked 4 rare cards, 3 of which were powers. And it was just a matter of if Bullet Time got played, I was safe on that fight. If Bullet Time didn't get played, not safe on that fight. And yeah.
That's the unfortunate reality when you have to rely on getting extra draw cards, but you're not getting card rewards. This is something that happens like really often in dailies.
Yeah. Anyway, good fight, Mr. Rhapsody. Another win on the books for you. Next time will be my time, and we'll tie up this series again.
So we will. I'm glad that I'm glad that my time to shine came so that I could actually pull ahead of even.
That's fair. But 500's coming next time. So, as always, I'm Olexa. He is Rhapsody. We'll see you guys next time.
Adios.